Darren here, and welcome to the fifth installment of the Gameplay Critique series. This video was submitted specifically for a gameplay critique by GiggityGoosr, and he is on the steps in Standard Battle. And you'll see he's in the North spawn, and he's in the VK7502K thing. I just call it the pot tank, because if you take the turret off the tank with the gun, it kind of looks like a pot. So, yeah. I don't know if it's the premium or the tech tree version. I have no idea. Pretty much they're both the same to me. Just one makes more silver. But yeah. Nonetheless, right now, I guess Giggity here is finishing a text or something, or just waiting to see where everyone goes and adjust his play style that way, or decide where to go. Kind of sees like, I'm gonna go this way, and then he double checks and goes the other way. Honestly, I would have to say this is a smart move going this way, simply because of the tank, that the design, the type of engagement this tank was designed for is more in the area that he's going on the western side of the map. He'd be a little bit hard pressed to find a similar engagement up on the eastern side unless he pushed up significantly to the big pile of rocks that's closer to the enemy spawn, and he doesn't really have the speed to get there that quickly. So right now this is more of the actual smarter move to go this way. Not a whole lot other than that to critique at this moment. He's making his way to the normal engagement area on this side of the map, and really, it kind of is, the meta for this map is constantly like just flip-flopping, to be honest. There are times when I'm playing this map where it's like the meta just is decided to go down the eastern side of the map. There's times where the meta is all on the side he's on right now, and then there's times where they manage to actually evenly split it. That depends on, well, he's approaching the area of engagement right now, and you can see that he has been met with pretty much what everyone says happens to be the entire team. So, the angle that he has right now is not really the best, in my opinion. Simply because for some tanks, he is actually broadside on. Now, you may see that he did manage to bounce a shot from one of those tanks. I have no idea which one it was, but he did manage to bounce. But then, obviously, he just got nailed from some vehicle that managed to get a flat version of the flat angle on the lower plate. This vehicle is much more suited to be side scraping, simply because that's what rear turreted vehicles are designed, at least in this game, to be for. And so far right now, he has not made much of an effort to even attempt to, even though there is a spot literally right there on the right side of the screen that he could potentially side scrape off of. But it is working out well for him because he is aware of the strengths of his armor, that he is able to essentially kind of keep the angle he's at without overly exposing his side against that Emil or Kronvon, and it was kind of paying off for him, able to bounce and stuff, especially with that additional rocking. But again, the angle that he was on there, when he rolled out even more, he did take some more punishment to the right side, because while he may have been angled to one side, if he drove out more and became more exposed to another side, that he was flat onto. So at this point now, I mean, again, he's arguably being more exposed and making a little bit more mistakes in terms of his armor angling than he could have had. Again, I have to reiterate that he was literally right there at a perfect side scraping position, and he chose not to take that position right there on the corner of the rock. He would have been much better off, and at that point, you're protecting the front lower plate. You're completely safe from one side of that entire little choke point, and you can obviously readjust your armor to better suit that one side that he has been pretty much combating, the side of the 430U. But because he has decided not to post up on that corner, and instead he's made a little bit more positioning mistakes of exposing himself more unnecessarily, he's paid for it dearly. To now he's at 58 hit points. Managed to get a nice good side shot on the 252U, but honestly that trade-off is not really worth it, in my opinion. Sure, he's got 27 100 damage in terms of raw, but at this point, all it takes is someone with HE to breathe on him and it's game over. And to be honest, that trade off for me is not really the best. He he is kind of attempting to shoot the turret of a 430U. I've never attempted to do that. I see it's also not working for him. So honestly, I would not be trying to do that. More so, um, I would actually be trying to position myself where I can actually get more, weak point opportunities here. And in fact, he's actually choosing to shoot the 430U more than any other weak point vehicle. The previous shot to that one, I'm going to chalk up as an accident, simply because he was aiming at the Tiger 2 and the 430U just happened to pop in the view and pull the trigger. Not his fault in that case. Really, the whole learning thing from this is that he was not positioned correctly, and he could have easily kept his hit points and probably more damage if he positioned himself correctly on that corner of the rock. But that does it for the replay. I appreciate him making this submission. Feel free to also offer critique in the comments, and feel free to submit your own video for critique or gameplay map awareness as well. But that does it for this video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe. But until next time, this has been Darren of WoTC Academy.